So excited to talk to you today about the FourKites Real-Time Decision Platform. FourKites is a global end-to-end supply chain visibility platform that covers order visibility end-to-end across inbound, intercompany, and outbound, as well as all shipment modes, inbound, intercompany, as well as outbound. What makes that so compelling is by tracking over 3 million shipments a day, that gives us a predictability through our data science program to really drive exception management when a plan is not going to the ideal state of execution. So from that perspective, is we want to focus on some outcomes here today. And a perfect example of that, if we focus on retail, even though FourKites does have a very solid footprint across all respective industries, is what are some of the inefficiencies today when the execution has challenges of efficiency. So if we take an example here on some retail challenges, let's look at dwell management on the inbound side. I have too many trucks that show up at the same time because they're late. That will create a domino effect of labor inefficiency, and it does also create accessorial charges back to the respective shipper. Additionally, that does erode sustainability benefits that a lot of companies are focusing on targeting today. So with real-time visibility, I could reschedule my dock operations using that inbound ETA. Another one we may look at is the focus on store operations. That same unpredictability of arrival, that can really have a negative effect on effective unloading, as well as merchandising efficiency. When will I have those goods on the shelf to satisfy my customers? So if we look at that from an exception management perspective, let's now bring it into the FourKites Central platform. So because we do track across all respective modes, as well as all respective order types, we highlight that ETA in the relation of exception management. So me as a store operator, as an example, I could really focus my workforce productivity on where I have exceptions and then reprioritize my labor accordingly. So let's look at examples of our partnership with Zebra as part of Zebra Work Cloud. We're going to focus on workforce optimization today. I come in today, I have my planning task that I focus on as the receiving store operator and also merchandiser. I've got my perfect schedule laid out that I'm going to focus on a delivery at 12 o'clock. I'm going to focus on merchandising to get my meal break in. But using the real-time tracking across our 1,200 customers as an example, I'm going to be able to see that inbound shipment is coming late to that respective store. So a MIT's plan is now exposed. So what we do from that, and part of the partnership with Zebra, is they will consume our ETA, and we can see that we're propagating forth an ETA to arrive at 1:30 instead of 12. So what that allows that exception to do is let's now go into FlexFlow, part of the Zebra stack, and let's go out here and see the store operators, who's going to be impacted, and do we have the option to reassign and reprioritize tasks using real-time data. So we're going to reallocate. Don't focus on delivery, let's focus on merchandising. And with that new updated task, I'm now going to focus on a delivery unloading at 2 o'clock. So a perfect example of taking exception management, real-time tracking to drive labor efficiency as well as operational awareness across your end-to-end supply chain. We would love to continue the conversation about real-time visibility. You can find us at fourkites.com.